So far, it's pretty clear that The Mandalorian Season 3 is not bad, but it hasn't wowed me yet. I mean, I basically took a dump on episode 1, and episode 2 was good, but I'm still looking for that moment that really hooks me in for the rest of the show. That being said, episode 3 is so close to that moment. I should say, I really enjoyed episode 3. To be honest, I barely have any complaints about it at all. This might be the closest we've gotten to Andor regarding the storytelling. This episode takes its time, and I can already see a lot of people hating on it for having a slower pace, but I think it will definitely pay off in later episodes. To get started, this Starfighter dogfight has to be one of the coolest sky battles in Star Wars. The TIE Interceptor is my favorite solo man starfighter, so I was stoked to see them in action. To me, this is how all Starfighter assaults should look from now on. The editing, sound design, and VFX are all on point. I mean, look at this absolutely gnarly maneuver from Bo. On top of how cool this looks, this fight also serves to make us wonder where all these interceptors are coming from.
I'm so fucking scared right now!
There's gotta be a Star Destroyer close by, but who would be leading it? It could be Gideon, considering there are rumors about his escape, but I guess we'll find out later. Anyway, Bo's castle gets lit up, making it the final piece of Bo's past to be lost to the Empire. With the castle gone, she has no more ties to her past life, essentially throwing her back to square one. With nothing left, I wonder if she's actually enjoying this moment where she's accepted into the Creed. Although she's probably forming some scheme to become their leader, foreshadowed by the fact that she's looking at the Mythosaur skull hanging on the wall. Being the only one to have seen the Mythosaur, perhaps she plans to slay or tame it like Mandalore the Great, thus winning over all current Mandalorians and becoming their leader. Not a bad plan, to be honest. But for now, Mando is accepted back with the boys and everything is chill. So let's move on to the best part of this episode, Coruscant. Coruscant looks freaking amazing. I love how much color there is in the city compared to the gray color scheme during the Empire's reign in Andor. And the plotline with Dr. Pershing and Space Abby has so many interesting concepts aside from their main storyline. For instance, seeing how the New Republic handles ex-Imperials is something I never thought of, but am completely interested in. We all know Dr. Pershing is a good person, and it's almost agonizing to see him put through such injustice by the same people who fought for justice. You start to realize that no matter what government body rules the galaxy, there's always some form of corruption and deception. Between the privileged upper class, internal spies, narrow-minded views, and complete disregard for a fair trial, it's safe to say that the New Republic isn't as great as it seems. Honestly, I think I'm at the point with Star Wars where I just want to see regular people going through their own regular problems. I don't really want huge adventures where the fate of the galaxy is at stake. Those stories have already been told multiple times, and I'm tired of it.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa!
That's too damn much!
Show me the common man and how the events of the galaxy affect him and his life. It's refreshing to see Dr. Pershing talk about his mom, dreams, and aspirations with cloning technology. We can connect more with him because of this, and it hits harder when we witness his demise. Whether you like Pershing or not, you have to admit that his story is a tragedy and is a direct reflection of the unfairness of life. This may be getting a bit deep here, but as we get older, we realize the world can be a cruel place. And when we see that cruelty displayed in a franchise that we've loved since childhood, it makes us feel like that franchise has grown up with us. We relate to it more. And when our characters come out on top despite the cruelty, it gives us hope that we can do the same. This is why I love Andor so much and why Pershing's fall is so sad. I'm not saying all Star Wars needs to be for adults like me, but it's nice to have these storylines that are more than just flashy fights and cool masks. Sorry, I kinda got off topic there for a sec, so let's hop right back in with this scene. It's here that we first see Kane pushing Pershing to pursue his cloning work. Guess how many takes it took me to say that. Upon my second viewing, it became apparent that Kane is way more manipulative with Pershing than I had originally thought. Like, her job is to test the loyalty of Amnesty members as an internal spy. We know this because she didn't get arrested with Pershing for being outside the designated perimeter. But like, why is she a spy? Why does the Amnesty program even need a spy? And if they really did, why would they make the spy an ex-Imperial agent? Maybe someone can shed some light on that, because it doesn't really make sense to me. But despite this, the twist at the end still caught me off guard. I mean, I don't really have any other major complaints besides that, although some of the dialogue is a little iffy.
Tongs days, am I right?
Oh, brother!
But it still wasn't enough to take me out of the plot. The tragic ending is the moment that almost hooked me for the rest of the show. It's honestly so close, but it's missing that one thing to make me desperate for the next episode. For reference, the part that hooked me in Andor was the final scene in episode 3. That scene marked the point of no return for Andor, a point that both Luke and Anakin also experienced in their stories. Even Din experiences this in the first episode of season 1. This season needs that point of no return where something happens that completely changes the goals of our main characters. Yes, I want to know what Kane's Kane's motives are with the cloning technology, and yes, I want to know what's going to happen with Bo, but there hasn't been any hint of what the main goal of this show is. I mean, the show is called The Mandalorian, but it doesn't even feel like Din is still the main character. I don't really know who to root for, although I definitely know who I'm supposed to hate, but I think the main thing I'm looking for is a character in this season with goals I can truly support. And I think it's strange how I haven't found that yet, and it's already episode 3. That being said, I still thoroughly enjoyed this episode. Aside from the interesting plot, all the little details of the world building kept my eyes glued to the screen. The mountain on Coruscant, the chatty taxi droid, and even the Amnesty workspaces are just a few examples. Like I said, it's really cool to see the smaller side of Star Wars. Overall, it seems like every episode is better than the last, so I'm very optimistic about episode 4. Let me know how you feel about the show so far, and subscribe for more Star Wars content. I plan to make a video for every episode this season, but if you have any other video ideas for me, definitely let me know. It doesn't even have to be Star Wars related. But yeah, thank you for watching my video, and I'll catch you next time.